you know who Alex Rodriguez or LeBron James are. Some of you may or may not know, but as some of you may or may not know, they're paid $15 to $20 to $25 million per year, as some of us are struggling to even look for a job or barely make a minimum wage or just like no job at all. So to me, it's ridiculous how much they get paid when we have other problems around this country, such as war, debt, and other people just looking for jobs. But we can afford to overpay our athletes, and like in the NFL, they even want more money than they're already getting. So, and I just want to talk about like some of the war, debt, and struggling problems compared to like what athletes get paid, and like hopefully you'll agree with me. Athletes are well overpaid. The country is in debt. And if we cut some athletes' pay, it can go towards our war's debt or some of the debt we owe to other countries, such as like China and stuff like that. And we're also dealing with war, so money can go towards like saving lives and protecting our country and stuff like that. So, because I have a cousin that's in Iraq right now, so. And then, while there are many people jobless, we seem to have no problem paying our athletes $15 to $20 to $25 million per season. So. And my first point is like how athletes are way overpaid. All these athletes do is play the sport they're pretty much good at, like basketball, baseball, football, or any sport they play. And to me, they don't deserve the amount they do, like because it's not fair to some of us who have to work a lot harder and make so much less more money. And all they do is just pretty much go out and have fun. Or pretty much what we do. If we go and play basketball, it's just to have fun. We're not going to make some money. So, like athletes such as like A-Rod, LeBron, any other football, basketball, baseball players make $20 to $25 million per year for just playing the sport. So, in an article published by Barry Wilner of the Buffalo News, January 26, 2010, the NFL nears a lockout due to disagreements among like owners and players for money. The NFL owners in 2008 opted out of their contract. It's called the Collective Bargaining Agreement, or the CBA, and they have asked for significant big givebacks from the players, including a reduction in salaries of about 20%, and that works out to be about $800 million, and the revenue estimates around 6.5, or makes about $6.5 billion in revenue per year. And those owners say that the agreement will expire. Obviously, it already has expired. It is far too favorable for the players who already get about 60% of what the NFL makes per year anyway. And so not only do I agree that athletes make too much, but like this writer also says so, and also do the owners, hence by their lockout, trying to cut the players' salaries. My next point is how the country is in billions of dollars of debt and at war, but we can still afford to overpay our athletes. Our debt increases every second, but yet our athletes continue to bug the owners for pay raises when they know that they have other problems, when the country has other problems to deal with. So in an article published by Melanie Koch, March 19, 2009, she said, with the United States economy being in such a slump, many businesses and corporations are going bankrupt. Companies cannot survive financially anymore and are looking for a way out. With all the bankruptcy going around, there are still people who are getting paid millions of dollars for just their profession. And we've been at war for, 9/11 happened, 10 years ago, and many lives have been lost. And if the athletes were making less money, maybe we could put some more money towards our war effort, maybe trying to get the troops out of there instead of them being there so long, because they've been there for a while. So, we've been trying to get them out for a while, but if we had more money, maybe we could possibly do that. And the country, like I said, is at an economic slump, and yet our athletes have nothing to worry about because all they do is play the sport they love for millions of dollars. So, and my last point is how many people are jobless and struggling to find jobs, and athletes are just sitting back in their mansions watching their big screen TVs, just doing whatever they like. So, in an article published by Jonathan Zimmerman, July 9th, 2010, he says, at a time when 15 million Americans are jobless, athletes such as LeBron James are making $15 million per season. Also, in another article published by Melanie Van Nuys in 2010, athletes are not doctors capable of saving a life. They are not firemen who can pull a body from a burning building. They are not policemen who put their lives on the line every day to protect and serve us. And they are not soldiers who sleep in trenches in foreign lands to protect our freedom. And in another article by the New York Times, June 7, 2011, the New Deal was an obvious overpay by the Yankees, and it's talking about Derek Jeter, how he makes $17 million per year when he clearly hasn't produced what he used to, but he still makes more money. And that kind of scrutiny Jeter has never faced before. But the analysis of Jeter, at least, is fairly straightforward, focusing how he has been declining as a player. He's being injured, and he's not playing as much, but he's still making more money. So, even athletes that are overpaid or overrated, and overpaid doesn't matter because we still pay them obscene amounts of cash for what they do. So, I hope I was successful to help you understand that we shouldn't be able to pay our athletes so much with problems such as war, debt, and many of us being jobless or looking for jobs. And overpaying athletes when we have other problems doesn't help our country. So, and then hopefully leagues can at least put bigger salary caps on players to help cut their salaries to help at least help us out or help our country out. So, thank you.